2001 was an awful year for SNK. The company filed for bankruptcy and laid off the majority of its employees, such as Shinkiro, one of the main artists for SNK who ended up joining Capcom. Eolith, the South Korean video game company, took charge of the next KOF game. Thus, we got The King of Fighters 2001. For the most part, KOF 2001 is an alright game, but when you compare it to its previous release and the releases that came even before that, it's a little disappointing. Now look, I know some people here probably have some fond memories when playing KOF 2001, and that's perfectly fine. The game does introduce some cool characters such as Angel, Mei Li, and for some even K49. Nemos is better, by the way. The issues KOF 2001 has stems from its okay gameplay, the interesting artwork, and the mediocre soundtrack. Seriously, the only track on it that I legitimately enjoy would be the AST version of the character select theme. It all goes south when you listen to what I can easily consider the worst OST and even AST in the entirety of the King of Fighters series. KOF 2001 introduces the Tactical Order system, which allows you to choose who you want as either teammates or strikers. However, the more strikers you add, the less your super meter is. While the system itself is fine, it really isn't anything special, and personally, I could really go without it. The gameplay itself is what you can expect from a KOF game of that era, until you realize how many infinites the game has, and it could be as simple as just a little stomp. Even though there are definitely some potholes in gameplay, there are some things that Eolith does a decent job at. Some of the new moves the game adds are actually pretty good, such as Iori's Maiden Mash follow-up, which I hate to admit, I still can't do. And even some of the character interactions are also nice. The character sprites are on point, the animation is pretty good too. Eolith does alright in that regard. The in-game character portraits were done by Nona. He can make characters look really good or really fucking ugly. Angel just looks like a drunk uncle. Now with all that aside, let's look at the story. After Zero is defeated in KOF 2000, the hero team decides to go further into the investigation of nests. To brief, nests are an underground criminal organization that creates clones of powerful fighters in the KOF tournament in order to beat them all and, well, take over the world. Surprising, I know. While hosting the tournament, they decided to send their own members in order to eliminate other enemies and defeat the hero team. The team consists of Angel, Foxy Kula, and Tetsuo Shima. The version I am playing, KOF 2001, is the Japanese version, so there won't be any cheesy dialogue that's in English, so I like to apologize in advance before we start getting into it. Arcade mode wasn't too bad. It's really what you expect from a KOF game. When you reach stage 4, you see Nest overlooking the matches with our heroes. And just as a reminder, Nest isn't an acronym, it's the name of this bearded guy. It's also revealed that the Zero the heroes team defeated in the last tournament was actually a clone, and that the real Zero is alive, waiting for the heroes and Nests. There is one important thing I'd like to mention. Team Art of Fighting is annoying to fight against. It was at this point I decided to cheat. Sue me. Sadly, I didn't record the rival fight against the Nest team I mentioned earlier. So here's that clip of Kyo juggling Angel. The team enter this blimp and they encounter a surprising foe, Original Zero himself, and his lion. While Clone Zero was a total dipshit that just wanted to destroy nests using some large ass cannon, good old original Zero here is far from one. Sure, he's a stupidly hard boss that bodied my whole team with his cape and does his evil laughs for his taunt, but he's a kind man that likes raising children. True fact. After defeating Zero, you realize, hey, there's another boss. Meet Ignis, who is considered to be the hardest boss in any SNK fighting game behind Rugal Bernstein. Seriously, this dude is fucking broken. That was just his super move, by the way. Ignis is not only a hard as fuck boss, he gets his energy by drawing it from the Milky Way galaxy. Yeah, but it's a fighting game, so it doesn't really matter too much. To backtrack, Ignis sought to take over Nest and gain dominance for himself, starting with killing his own father, Ness. Still not over that it's a guy's name. However, just as I did with Zero, I played a little dirty against Mr. Niz. This time using K-Dash's DP move along with 2 chain drives, it led me to a very satisfying and beautiful finish. A timeout. Ignis cannot be an SNK boss without doing the SNK boss special. He attempts to kill himself and take the team with him by kamikazing his spaceship onto the Earth. The team ends up landing into the water and they live. As K-Dash swims up after crash landing, he sees Kula and rescues her from the waters. The team talk with Kula and Diana, who I guess just decided to appear out of nowhere, and decide to make a truce, and they all look forward to a much brighter future than they had with Nests. And there you have the King of Fighters 2001. It's a question that popped into my mind. Out of all the KOF entries, why start with 2001? To tell you the truth, I wanted to do a video of what is considered the black sheep in an otherwise beloved franchise. KOF is something I hold very dear to me. When I saw a game like KOF 2001 existing, I decided to make that my first KOF game I'd do a video on. As I said, the game itself is alright, but its messy development and how badly it pales in comparison to its predecessors makes it a poor entry. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Until next time.